If we do not intervene, this terrible tragedy will be repeated. And I, for one, could not bear to see the child suffer the same fate as her mother. Hey, question! How come you didn't tell her this from the start?
Please be advised, the following presentation is not intended for minors.
So, off stream, I got a little bit busy. As you might be able to see from the bottom, like, it's a little small, but I managed to get Archer, Lancer, and Conjurer all to level 19 instead of 15, like I said. So, before we go to Uldar, we do have our level 15 quests that we need to do for each job. As I mentioned when we last spoke, you will train under Sylvair's tutelage today. Oh, the racist! Right. Alright, dipshit, what do you want me to do? Outside of, you know, find a noose. Can you recognize the subtle signs that betray a coming action? No. Can you accurately predict an opponent's movement? No. Can you glean your foe's intentions at a glance? No. And can such things be learned by one who knows nothing of our traditions? No. Man, what a cunt! If it has eyes, let it not see you. If it has ears, and let it not hear you. Be neither where it is, nor where it means to be, and thereby pass unnoticed. But enough talk. Have at you! Whether or not you heed my counsel is your decision. I'll shed no tears should you fail. Alright, fuck you, dipshit. I'll show you wrong. Yeah, mods, 1,000 needles this man. Oh, also, you can probably see I have this on now. So, yeah, I pre-ordered the next DLC. I pre-ordered Dawn Trail. Even though it's probably going to take me like 3 years to get there at this pace. But, yeah, that earring gives me an extra 30% experience until I'm like level 90. So, I think it's best I get it early. Scarcely a bell ago, our old friend Folquist paid us another visit, seemingly intent upon reprising the performance he gave on the day of your first meeting. As on that occasion, he raved till the air was thick with slanders, declaring every soul who met his gaze more craven than the last. This time, however, not all ears were deaf to his myriad provocations. Seems one of our younger members took offense at his words and demanded satisfaction of the rogue. The two have since departed to duel in the East Shroud. I would have departed in pursuit of the pair ere you came, but my duties keep me here. That is why I turn to you now, Jaxic. Pray go to the East Shroud in my stead. Watch over my comrade. Alright. Time to go save a child, I suppose. The time has come that you acquaint yourself with the third element of our art. Water. For the first part of your lesson, you are to take this flask of pristine water and pour it at the foot of the hedge tree found near Hawthorne Hut. The water's purity will draw forth a corrupting entity that is siphoning the tree's life force. Dispatch this being and then speak with brother... I want to say Joaquin. It's like Joaquin Phoenix? At the Hawthorne Hut. So tilted upon finishing Kenji's link. Rather, I should say, enduring Kenji's link. Good to know that even in the remake, Kenji's still a piece of shit that no one likes. And I'm trying so hard not to laugh at the word archery, but it is taking all of my will to not be a 5-year-old. How have I not killed enough lemurs for the hunting log? Well, a little bit of extra experience, I suppose. Wouldn't hurt. Jesus Christ, that gave me nearly half a level. More gut-wrenching to find out he was voiced by... Wow, really? Fucking Claude's voice actor, Jesus. I still can't get over the fact that he was in a D&D campaign with fucking Admiral Barrow, Mr. Panda Salesman himself. Former Borderlands 2 the streamer. Man of his caliber should not be voicing someone so white. God. Sip Master. MILF Maestro. Greetings, Jaxic. Brother Asumi informed me of your coming. Phrasing. Brother Joaquin, are you about? I'm most likely pronouncing that wrong. It's probably like Joaquin or some shit, but I have to pronounce it Joaquin. It sounds cooler. I heard a young antelope stacks has gone berserk. I don't know what's got him so panicked. There's no calming him down. Mad beasts gored the soldiers sent to shepherd him away from civilian settlements, leaving us with a pile of wounded over at Jocelyn Spire, and not enough had hands to stanch the bleeding. We need a healer, and fast. If matters are as chaotic as you say, I fear the number of injured may be rising as we speak. I doubt that we too will suffice. Must divide our forces. Jackson, travel straightway to Jocelyn's Spire, tend to the wounded. I shall endeavor to rally further healers, and follow after you bearing what restorative unguents I can. Alright, time to be a healer, I suppose, yeah. Just checked an announcement, of course. Melweb is your fave, should have guessed. Granted, like, since I went to Limsa, she's the first one I saw. I've seen the other one, like, the woman from Gridania, and she's just a hippie. We haven't gone to Uldar yet, so we don't know the full extent of, like, big guy. Big guy who calls himself Raging Bull. Granted, that does sound fucking rad, though. Conjurer, your aid! Edit and Eddie donkey sound, sheesh. Now I need to see a fucking Final Fantasy XIV raid with nothing but Edit and Eddie sound effects. I love how I'm here, like, specifically to heal, but I've done no healing yet. If anything, I'm doing more damage than these Lancers are. Fighting Ifrit with Ed voiceover. I am a monster! That would be pretty fucking funny, not gonna lie. Cough, wheeze. Miss! I'm fine. Don't mind me. Pray tell me that we are not too late. I hate that this guy's the leader. I hate taking orders from a child. Sylphie, what have you done? I forbade you from using such methods. Guildmaster, I will not see you repeat your mother's mistakes. My mother never did anything wrong. Jackson, may I ask that you follow her, please? I fear my presence will only serve to provoke her further. She cannot have gone far in her weakened state. All the conjurer stuff just seems to be babysitting kids. I don't understand. When I try to cast spells, nothing happens. When I reach for my power, there's nothing there. Is this what the Guildmaster was trying to warn me about? He said I was repeating my mother's mistakes. Same thing happened to her. Losing her magic, I mean. And then she... Am I going to die? Wow, this got real heavy all of a sudden. Alright. So she was so shit at, like, being a shaman that she's just going to die? For reasons? Okay. See, chat, this is why healers are supposed to do damage as well as healing. Fuck you, you don't pay my sub. No, alright, fine, never mind. I'm gonna hit level 20 in Lancer after this, aren't I? Gonna delay our trip to Uldar even faster. Even longer, I mean. It is well that you have come to me, for I have just the trial for you. One that will do wonders for your courage. Not interested, you say? Ah, but you have no choice. Should you refuse, well, suffice it to say that I will not be able to guarantee the safety of your comrade here. Wow, what a dick. When last we spoke, I told you that a Lancer may forge true courage only in the midst of great danger. Needless to say, the threat posed by ordinary creatures is insufficient. You must needs seek out better sport. Ah, but fear not, for I have taken the liberty of finding you something suitable. Take this alchemic potation and sprinkle it upon the exposed roots yonder. Doing so will garner you the wrath of a certain creature, which you must then strike down. Alright, fine. I don't know why I have to prove shit to you. Just because you, like, tried to poke me with a lance and I flinched the least. I just killed a tree with a stick. See, why did I have to fight that one specifically when there's one right there? Like, literally right in front of us. Release your comrade. Oh, I shall. Once you've completed my next trial. For fuck's sake. This one will pit you against a multitude of foes. Make your way to Lifeman's Stump in the central shroud. Once there, seek out a likely spot along the forest path to lie in wait. Man-eating wolves are wont to hunt there at this time of year. It should not be long before a pack appears. When the beasts show themselves, you are to slay their leader, the Alpha Wolf. I shall be observing from up close, and the better to offer you advice. But in all this, just because he thinks the Lancers Guild are a bunch of pussies. Looks like tomorrow's possible choice is pretty much settled. Yeah. Assuming someone doesn't come in and, like, snipe something, it does seem like tomorrow's viewer's choice is going to be Spy Muppets. Whatever the fuck that is. Literally never heard that game in my life. No idea why that was so popular. I'm just so used to, like, each week, everyone being so indecisive that we have, like, 8-way ties. But no. Spy Muppets. Oh, okay, so you're actually just joining me? I thought you were here to give me advice. But no, you just wanted to kill shit too. What a month to have a second season of Smiling Friends start in such a memorable status. Oh, yeah. Bro, fucking... Hulu? Holy shit. Also, speaking of holy shit, did my fucking audio cutting out there for a second? That was weird. But yeah, like, I've been following his animations for, like, quite some time. Seriously, go check his video, 2 Pipes. Love that fucking video.
Oh, it's okay. He's just a very sick man.
His work on Smiling Friends to animate Quimbly. Like, holy shit. He's taken the internet by storm. If you wish to become a Lancer worthy of the name, I suggest you leave your Wayne and his House of Cravens, never to return. Yay, I killed the wolves. I think what I like the most about Quimbly, though, is, like, you can just clearly tell that, like, all the dialogue is just, like, Sax jokes. Like, his little victory dance being so lame and mundane. The fucking Quimbly gun. If I had my Quimbly gun right now, just ranting about America and its fentanyl problem. Like, that's 100%, like, Psychic Pebbles bits. Love that Quimbly is just an actual down-to-earth guy just screwed over by higher-ups. Yeah. Like, he's no weird freak like, you know, the other dude from the B-plot of that episode. Or, like, pretty much, like, any other character that shows up in, Smiling Friends. He's just, like, legitimately a good dude. Just happens to be fucked over because, you know, video games in the modern age. It's my IP to sit on and do nothing with. A Lancer strengthens his courage by tempering his composure and resolve, not by rushing headlong into danger. You are able to overcome Falquist's trial, 'tis true, yet know that you did so by virtue of true courage. That is, courage born of composure and resolve. I suppose we can include you in our next game as a DLC costume. 2 weeks later, Exoprimal gets a Mega Man costume DLC. Yeah, fucking, like, God. Like, that shit couldn't have come at a, like, perfect time. But, like, that might be my favorite thing about Smiling Friends. It's just... It's a TV show, like, that is a celebration of all the, like, animation and, like, you know, jokes and, like, all those kinds of people that we've grown up with alongside the internet. Like, just a whole bunch of fucking Newgrounds dudes. The one man among us whose potential... Chat? Chat, don't say it. Don't. Jaxic is here to undertake a trial. I challenge you to complete the task before he does. You're to travel to East Shroud and prove your courage before the Lord of the Bramble Patch. He's a giant amongst boars, unrivaled in strength and savagery, and ruler over all his kind. You must go before this fearsome creature and stand your ground. Know, though, that the Lord of the Bramble Patch will not grant an audience to just anyone. You must needs present him an offering of the bloody tusks of his subjects, the wild boars that inhabit his domain. When you have prepared your offering, leave it upon an area of trampled earth. Drawn to the stench of blood, the Lord of the Bramble Patch will soon appear. That is all. Are there any questions? No? Then let the trial commence. Alright, kill some boars, got it. Collect boar asses. If I could ban myself for the meme, I would. Yeah. Like, that one right there was probably the slowest I've been on the chat, don't say Among Us. Chat, don't. I'm usually pretty good at that. Also, pity. Every time, I have to. I once taught you that conjurers harness the power of nature, that we might bring about change. Earth, wind, water. Healing, the principle is no different. For the art of mending, we draw on the boundless life force of nature and bestow it upon the wounded. Sylphie has never sought to borrow from that bounty. Her power to heal stems from her own life force. Vital energies of mortals are, however, finite, and now that which I most feared has come to pass. Her mother unwittingly took her own life through the continued use of her healing skills, and Sylphie's aptitude of the art is, if anything, even greater. Thus, it is not unexpected that she should reach the limits of her strength at a much earlier age. So that's what's going on. If we do not intervene, this terrible tragedy will be repeated, and I, for one, could not bear to see the child suffer the same fate as her mother. Hey, question! How come you didn't tell her this from the start? I'm pretty sure a normal person would probably stop healing, like, using their own life force if they learned that, hey, if you do that, you will die quickly. Personal pet peeve, though, that I may be alone on, but I really don't like the idea of recurring characters for smiling friends. You know what? Yeah, I get it. Because I did see, like, Mr. Frog is going to return in Season 2, and I'm like, really? Like, he felt good enough to just stand on his own in one episode. Yeah, seeing Mr. Frog again, most of these characters are made with a major flaw in mind and problem, and ends with said problem being resolved, nothing deep. Kind of like Monster of the Week formula, but with sad people. Yeah. Like, granted, like, all we gotta do is just wait and see what they do with them, but, like, it really does feel like they may have kind of, like, shot themselves in the foot with that. Mainly because of, like, how fucking popular Mr. Frog was. If you are so intent upon following in the footsteps of my people, I bid you go to the North Shroud. Ixali scouts have been sighted near the river west of Etat Spire, and unless you are entirely ignorant of Gridanian history, I need not explain that this act of aggression is part of a centuries-old conflict. The minions do not matter, it is their leader, Nizul Catlan, the Violator, who must fall. I will give him this, he was right about me being ignorant about, you know, Gridanian history. 'Cause I don't know shit. Fuck, even in lore, I, like, came from an outside, like, continent to Limsa Laminza, not Gridania. Yeah, exactly. Frog's one joke is him being, psychopathically violent and crazy. Don't know how you can extend it further than that, yeah. It's like, oh, he's just going to go crazy again? Man, I did not expect, like, 3 quests would take me fucking an hour. Not gonna lie. We should have been in Uldar already. With how Zach and Michael write their characters, though, they specialize greatly in one-off characters with one glaring aspect about them, making an ultra-specific hypothetical scenario for them. Yeah, it really does feel like, hey, it's a, it's an Oni Plays bit. Where mostly the insanity happens around them and the realistic reactions is the comedy. Yeah. Like, I think my favorite example of that is, like, that horror episode from the first season. Like, the monster chasing Pim, and it gets to, like, in the party, and everyone is shocked and like, bro, is that blackface, dude? It's like, no, I'm a literal demon. This isn't blackface. They just fucking murder it. Like, that is such a good fucking bit. Meanwhile, finally got the hidden meaning behind the Triple I initiative that happened recently. I thought it was kind of obvious. Triple I, like Triple A, but it's all indies. Which, hey, I will say, it is kind of weird that, like, I actually know the people of, like, one of the games that was shown off in that presentation. And also kind of a shame that the game is being review bombed like crazy on Steam. That kind of sucks. I think the combat was subpar. It was a lot of things. It was, people found the combat to be subpar. The game itself is only like 7 hours long, which is incredibly short for a CRPG. We're talking about Broken Roads, by the way. And the political compass system, which is like the game's unique version of like a karma system, isn't implemented like nearly as well as the developer thinks. Kind of a shame. Like, granted, I'll need to see that for myself. It's like I did play the demo and I was like pretty impressed with what I saw. What happened recently? We're talking about the Triple I initiative, which was basically just a really big indie game showcase. Like, what was shown off? Slay the Spire 2 was announced. Vampire Survivors has a collab with Konami. You're probably thinking, oh my god, they actually got to collab and do, like, Castlevania stuff? Nah. Contra. Fucking Contra, dude. God, that's fucking weird, man. They're so peeved about that. Like, it's obvious. I think that's kind of the joke. Because, like, Vampire Survivors was, like, pretty much made by, like, literally tracing over Castlevania sprites. So, like, if they went with a Castlevania, collab, it would be a bit too on the nose. The execs are probably laughing to themselves about that, yeah. True, Konami does have a new Contra game in the works to promote. Yeah, that's also another reason. Even now, I struggle to credit the Sentry's reports, yet here you are. And Azul Catan the Violator is no more. That a god's damn adventurer should be so... Only by the grace of Nymea herself could you have survived. Even though it was pure luck, I will keep my word. Jaxic, should you stay or should you go? I cannot. You've completed the task and are no longer my responsibility. Go now to Lucane. She'll doubtless wish to lavish you with praise. Oh, you'll get no more from me. Off with you. The fuck? Hey, I dealt with shit lips over here. And given to understand that you single-handedly drove off an Ixali scouting party. And that you did so with precision and guile. How exactly was that training, Lucane? Jax is just an adventurer. Silver thrust him into the jaws of the enemy in the hopes that he wouldn't come back. It went against all expectation. He did come back. That stubborn ass still refused to acknowledge his skill. Is that truly your impression? Well, yes. Said it was pure luck. Mere noise. Silver sees Jack's skill. Of that I have no doubt. Did you not mark the way he covered his mouth when he uttered the words? No, because the game doesn't have those animations set for, like, idols. It is a habit of his to do so on the occasions when his tongue and his heart are in disagreement. For all his skill at reading the idiosyncrasies of others, he has yet to recognize his own. Impressive work, Jaxic. You've applied yourself to Lee and Silver's lessons and demonstrated your command of the core concepts. They've been trying too hard to keep Contra relevant in this day and age. So sad. Yeah. Alright, so we're not done with Gridania yet. God damn it. A petition has arrived from the proprietor of Buscarin's Druthers out in the South Shroud. The petitioner, Buscarin himself, has requested our assistance in dealing with a gang of poachers. I would have the three of you meet with him and investigate his claims. Three of us? I mean, Jaxic, myself, and... It'd be better if I went alone, Lucane. Makote and the other one will only encumber me. Fucking... Like, I know it's because the game has a character creator and all that, so I can be whatever race I want. But fuck. The fact that he's already pretty racist makes that line sound even worse. Who in the seven hells do you think you are, Bow Lord Lewin? In case you've forgotten, you aren't even a Quiverman anymore. That may be, but I have shed blood defending our borders, unlike you, savage. Savage? Know nothing about me, you bigoted son of a... Enough! One more word and you shall have cause to regret your petulance. Three of you will go to Buscarin's Druthers in the South Shroud. Now, out of my sight! Jesus! Recently seen a video talking about how all those collabs just end up dulling the game they're introduced in. The glorified advertisement boards. Yes. It's not gonna lie, my interest in vampires... Like, I started, like, getting into Vampire Survivors again. And then, like, just as I was about to start doing, like, DLC stuff, which I haven't done yet, they dropped the Among Us fucking collab thing, and I'm like, yep, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I've had enough. I face when half of Payday 2 is essentially the Fortnite of PvE games. Yeah. Man, I was so confused when I first got one of the, what was it, the Goat Simulator? Jobs. That was weird. Could not have designed a more miserable heist than Goat Sim. Genuinely PTSD-inducing. Yeah. It was not fun. They're trying so hard to give Contra back to Way Forward to do a good game, like back in the days. Damn, C4 was amazing. Honestly, I've seen more bad Contra games come out in my day than good ones. I don't know what a good Contra game even looks like. Speaking of not fun, man, Shame 2 didn't get a sequel. Would have been awesome. Yeah, real shame. Like, imagine how good a hypothetical Payday 3 would be, man. Yeah, if only there was a Payday 3, that would rule. If you get to the DS Viewer's Choice, we did the DS Viewer's Choice already. You might try out Contra 4 and other Way Forward's licensed bangers. Yeah, we already did the DS list. It was... The DS list was mainly fucking shovelware junk. Not gonna lie. It made for some good bits, though. Who remembers Homie's Cart? Or, like, whatever the fuck that was called. Homie's Cart. Like, surprisingly, there haven't been, like, a lot of emulation issues when doing the DS list. But, holy crap. Who would have thought Homie Rollers, of all things, was the one that would glitch out and just fucking die? Now, as your guildmaster will have said, I put in a request for some keen-eyed archers to help me track down a gang of poachers that have been plaguing these parts. If I may, it is not uncommon to find poachers in this region. While regrettable, neither the God's Quiver nor the Wood Whalers deemed them worthy of attention. Why then did you imagine them worthy of ours? Boy, that guy looks shady at the bar. God. These ain't no common poachers. They're Pawa Mujuk's gang. They were giving you games like Zack and Cody on DS. Close, but not exactly. More Corey in the house. That fucking face! What is this face? What is this face? Oh my god. Oh, his face is... Oh my god. I'm dying. I am dying.